White Bird and the Blizzard, which is the new film by Greg Araki. You're, of course, familiar with Greg Araki's Oof.
Remind me of his Oof.
So he made things like The Doom Generation and a film whose title I can't even repeat to you, and Mysterious
Why not?
Skin.
Because it's rude?
It's got a rude word in it that I can't say on the radio.
Okay.
And Kaboom recently, and now this. So he basically
I've never heard of any of them. Okay. Including the rude one.
He started out as a kind of enfant terrible of sort of punky alternative cinema, and he's grown up and matured rather well. So this film, which is based on a novel which I confess I haven't read, by Laura Kasischke, I think is how you pronounce it. Probably certainly not. It's set in the 1980s, and the soundtrack is absolutely dripping with New Order and Tears for Fears and Cocteau Twins, and Robin Guthrie and Harold Budd get a joint music credit on it, and it stars Shailene Woodley, who we like very much. You remember her being very good in The Fault in Our Stars. At the moment, you can see posters of her doing aerial somersaults because the new Divergent movie is coming out.
Oh, looking forward to that.
No, the poster looks terrible. I mean, the film may be good, but the poster is really... It's her and him, and they're doing inverted aerial somersaults. The poster's not good.
Why can't they be doing inverted aerial?
Just look at when you see the poster. It's on the tube trains. You'll see it. It's not a great poster. The film might be fun. Okay. Anyway, I really like Shailene Woodley. So she is Kat. She is a sort of Gen Xer, and her mother is played by Eva Green. The big thing in their family is that one day Eva Green, who had fallen apparently out of love with the husband, just disappeared. Where did she go? She walked out on everyone's life, and her absence is a complete mystery. During the course of the film, which flip-flops backwards and forwards in this sort of melodramatic fashion, we flash back to what happened before she left, and the suggestion is that something was up between her and one of the local boys with whom Shailene Woodley is having a relationship.
I tried knocking, but there was no answer.
That's all right. Can I help you with something?
I'm just looking for my mom's stupid cat. Have you seen him?
Can't say that I...
Okay. Sorry to bother you, Mrs. Connors.
Mrs. Connors sounds so formal. Call me Edie.
Oh. All right.
You know, the time when I was your age doesn't seem so far away to me.
Well, I should probably look for my mom's cat.
Phil, would you like to have dinner with us tonight? I'm making crab thermidor.
Sure.
Dinner is at 7.
Cool. Thanks, Mrs. Connor. Eve.
And then you get some of that lovely soundtrack.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely lovely. I noticed you didn't laugh at when I'm making crab thermidor, which is a funnier line than anything in Unfinished Business. It's just terrific. Fabulously vampy performance by Eva Green. The whole film, what's interesting about Greg Araki is that he's learnt to sort of rein in his more anarchic excesses, and it's really, I think, paid dividends. In the case of this, it's set in the 80s. It has this sort of 50s decor into which this doormat father figure seems to be receding. To some extent, it has a kind of Lynchian visual sensibility. It has that kind of Blue Velvet, kind of Twin Peaks, strange, misplaced, and slightly surreal and eerie nostalgia. And it owes a great debt to the melodrama of Douglas Sirk, although I would say actually it's the melodrama of Douglas Sirk as filtered through Todd Haynes. So in a way, what's happening here is that Greg Araki is kind of channeling his inner Todd Haynes. Terrific central performance by Shailene Woodley. The film has this kind of brooding, weird, twisted sensuality. Shailene Woodley, I think, manages to keep that deadpan character really well. Eva Green just going full Elsa Lanchester in certain moments, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very stylishly done and very nicely and very funny in places, but also dark and twisted in that kind of old great melodrama way.